Due to consistent arguments and disagreements between branches, the royal government decided to step in. Hoping to quell the chaos of having no true decider, the best option thought of, also supported by the king, would be to elect a leader, nominated by the public and branch members, who would then be brought in to lead all three branches as a third party. After a long yet decisive vote, Dante Regal of the Tross district and weapons expert would be sworn into position. Now known as the Commander-in-Chief by the King, I've made several changes to the rights, laws, and weaponry of the military, as well as done countless research and civilian missions to prepare for our oncoming defense against Marley. Speaking of defense, our lifeline of the skyline, cannons. The research squadron of the Stationary Guard and I worked extremely hard to produce a defense against both the Titans and the flying objects. Thankfully, the testing proved monumentally successful, and they were deployed across the outer wall's curve. Our timing could not have been better, as a massive onslaught of Titans began to roll through the wilderness towards the walls, seemingly non-stop. Several lives were lost due to baiting and malfunctions, but the cannons continued firing nearly non-stop. After nearly a day's worth of blasts, there seemed to be a break in the wave. Now having a mode of defense that needed no lives at risk, an unusual and unprompted expedition for the scouts began to formulate. Not much was needed to sway my decision, and the Legion was let loose to find what they could outside of the walls, as the booms rang out behind them, and the Titans fell before them. The true nature of this mission cannot be fully explained, however, I can say that the true purpose was not to simply explore.
Sir, we've caught one of them.
One of the outsiders, I hope?
Yes, my assistant commander is currently holding him with a few soldiers outside of the districts in case of any traps. We found him wandering outside of Shiganshina, and a few hundred meters away from a campsite. Shot down the rest of them, but we only lost one. Shame, though. One, and we found these long black glasses and a key of some sort. There's a note inside of his pockets, written in some poor words, hardly legible to us.
Fantastic. Bring his things inside, that note as well. We'll try and get that deciphered, and let's get a move on with this.
Yes, sir.